Anyway, I guess I don't want to keep people waiting any longer. I'm going to go ahead and get started. And if some new people jump in, then we can address them as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, welcome to the new member orientation. So glad all of you guys are here today. I'm going to be sharing something a little bit different today from the Smarter Than Money site. Sorry, let's start from the beginning here. Okay, so what I'm going to be covering today is one of the new member orientation downloads. Go ahead and sign in here. I have no doubt that all of you already have registration in the smarterthanmoney.com site, so I'm not going to go over that. I'm just signing in. Come on. As you know, at the top of the new member orientation is the schedule, and there are a number of different tools and videos that are helpful to you. So, you know, I'm just going to say that it's really, really important for you to be aware of all the different tools that are back here so that when you have questions, you know that Greg has been really, really amazing about making sure that everything we need is back here. But where I'm going is at the very bottom of the smarterthanmoney.com new member orientation page. And what I'm going to be going over here is the Smarter Than Money and new member orientation slides. So when you click on this download, this is what you'll see. I'll go ahead and bring that up here. So this is what you'll see. It's a 16 slide. Sorry, I'm trying to move some stuff around here. Could people please let other people in for me, please?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So, good morning, Kia. I'm not sure if you're new. Perhaps she hasn't connected to her sound yet. Okay, so we're going to go over this 16-page slide. And this is all about, you know, what we're doing. We are building a global cooperative bank on the blockchain. And so I'm just going to be going over a quick review of this package because we are all business owners and our objective is to, you know, do our own diligence. But what I really like about this particular slide is it really breaks down what the S.M.A.R.T stands for. These are specific ways that we can reach our goals, to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. And that's what this particular package is all about. So don't outsmart yourself. This particular slide, slide number 3, really goes over how this is not a pyramidal structure. It shows you how, you know, with each and every one of us, go ahead and get our 3, how we are delegating a one-time execution while automating scalable residual cash flow. So this is all gone over in the overview presentation, as well as the strategic partnership meeting that's in the back office, and I'll show us how to get there as well. But what these slides will do is really break it down clearly. So the specific part of SMART is these 2 steps. You create your 3 co-op wallets and you pay it forward. So those are the steps, and these are the simple steps that really, you know, take a little bit of typing in and selecting the right people. So we see how we're, you know, doing this in a very short period of time, and although it says 7 days, it's really our objective to get this going within 24 to 48 hours. And remember, this is only after the people that we're inviting, buy their own pay it forward. PIF stands for pay it forward up here. You see it again, pay it forward tokens. It's measurable in that the demo, when you do the co-op wallet demo, it provides truth and predictability. It shows how our subscriptions are covered. and it gives us a 5, 10, and 15-week game plan. And that's our GPS to our unavoidable and scalable residual cash flow. And, the benefit of this is in this relationship triangle, you can see that we don't have enough business trust, even with our friends, because they haven't seen this before. But when we show them that co-op demo, it's showing them what we can't say, so we just are showing them how they can have trust by promoting the truth and by showing them that's the truth. It is because it is. And then it also explains how when we make money, they make money. And it's really exciting just to see it happening in front of you that way, recognizing that it can happen very, very quickly. So now we're moving on to A of the SMART goals, attainable. There's really no skill set required in that all you have to do is type in their first and last names, utilize @coopcf.com when you're setting them up with a free wallet, and then assign the $28 token and an NFT to friends, charity, churches, or nonprofit unique registration key. This is relevant because we're providing a solution, predictable, unavoidable, scalable. Imagine a business that could not only sustain itself, but scale itself. It's also relevant because of what's going on in the world right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's high inflation. There's a CDBC. There's a lot of concerns out there, which is why this is an incredibly relevant solution for so many people. And lastly, it's timely. S.M.A.R.T, T for timely. Money loves speed. So in that we want to, again, it's saying 7 days, but we really want to get this done within 24 to 48 hours. When you go ahead and activate this with the NFTs, this will help us immediately reach that game plan, not in 5 to 10 to 15 weeks, but even more quickly than that. So successful people are quick to make decisions and slow to change their minds, while unsuccessful people are slow to make a decision and quick to change their minds. So this is kind of summarizes, this slide summarizes what we just talked about by creating the 3 co-op wallets. You're entering their name, email, and phone number, assigning the $28 token and NFT to 3 friends in 7 days or less, 24 to 48 hours, and then reaching our 5 to 10 to 15 week game plan. Again, no skill set is required to succeed with this. So this is the questions that you want to be asking yourself. And which one of these questions really resonates most with you? And when you think about these questions, what do you think about your friends? Have they been talking about how much they hate their jobs? Are they been talking about maybe their fear of getting laid off? Are they talking about, their concerns about how inflation is going up? These questions, when we ask ourselves and then ask them of others, can really help us to see which of these questions can resonate with them and help them. This is really about helping others. So this is the actual activating strategy. You can see that everything's in quotes. You're going to say, now I'm going to set you up with 1 pay it forward activation token and an NFT. So you start out with making that assignment. Then you say, okay, let's get your 3 pay it forward tokens and NFTs housed in your dashboard. This is where they are showing that they are going to actually do what's required by making this purchase, that they're putting their money where their mouths are, and they're actually showing you that they're going to participate and help the entire cooperative receive. And now, are you ready? So you want to make sure that they're ready to go. Make sure that they understand. Are you ready to do this? And so you, one more time, confirm. I'm assigning you a $28 token. Are you ready? Let's go. And also you want to make sure that they understand how to do the co-op wallet demo that I was just going over, the benefit of showing the demo, and that they get their virtual business cards. I'll be going over my virtual business card in just a minute. And then we want to show them how they can do the strategic partnership meeting. Again, this is all in our back office in Smarter Than Money, and shows exactly how we go about this. It shows how when you activate a member, you help them activate 3 co-op wallets as quickly as possible. This is all about duplication. What we do, they'll do. So we want to make sure that we recognize that everything that we're doing, they're watching and showing. So, you know, when we learn about something, we don't want to just learn it for ourselves. We always want to learn in such a manner that we're able to actually teach. And that's really about what duplication's about. When we become teachers, then we become leaders. And as leaders, we can really do our best work. So you will always want to work with the newest, most excited member. You know, someone's like, yeah, maybe I'll get to it later. You want to put the other people that are, you know, ready and excited to get going first. This also shows you how to assign a token. Again, these are videos that I'll show you shortly in our back office for any of those of you that don't know it. And so our future is now. This is really exciting. So again, for those of you that came on late, in order to actually obtain this 16 slide script, it's the STM NMO Slides, and this can be found at the bottom of the new member orientation. And again, I noticed that there's some new people here. So at the beginning of the new member orientation, you can see here at the top our weekly team schedule. This is something that you'll want to take a snapshot of and give to all of your new members so that they won't miss out. When I first came in, I kept missing this because I simply didn't put it in my phone. So take a picture of this, send it to your new members and tell them, hey, go ahead and put these meetings in your phone so that you won't miss it. And also want to make sure that all of your new members attend a new member orientation. There's this one that you're attending right now at noon Eastern, and then there's another one at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is for me. I'm in California, so I'm on the Pacific time zone. So you just want to make that adjustment for your people as well, and make sure that you tell them all about the Locker Room Masterclass, because that's a game changer. It's really helped me with my mindset, and I've learned so much on every single meeting about the way things work. Greg just does an amazing job of helping each and every one of us to understand. And this, you know, it is a locker room training masterclass. So you have an opportunity to talk about your questions, your concerns, any of that sort of thing, you know, in that class. Now just scrolling down a little bit further, you really want to pay attention to all of these different videos. It will show you how to, for instance, turn on the sound when you're wanting to do a strategic partnership meeting. You want to make sure that you get a Zoom account if you don't already have one, because that's very important. And when it comes to helping your new members out, and this is really about helping and becoming a leader. It shows you how to open a co-op, a Coinbase account, how to open a support ticket, how to assign tokens member to member. This shows you how the payout mix works, and every single download you want or need is under STM tools at the very bottom of this. Now, I'm just gonna stop the share because I really need to see who's here that is new, to make sure that I'm able to cover any concerns anyone might have, since some people joined late. So
Salena, Leah is brand new, first time. Betsy is brand new, first time. Okay, just for your information.
Leah and I don't,
Betsy.
oh, there. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Good
So
morning, Betsy. Good morning, Leah. So I know that you guys joined late, and so I just really wanted to, because you came in right in the middle of the previous presentation, I just want to kind of show you some important things that you probably need to learn. So I'll go back to sharing here just a moment. So
Uh,
go ahead.
Can I ask a good question?
Certainly.
My friend Carol, who just signed up last night, she wanted to join and she said she couldn't get, I think the system says her username is not recognized.
Okay, she can use the join, and then use the numbers 721-477-4065.
Well, that's for this class, right? But she cannot even get into her account.
Into her account. So she is having a hard time with her Zoom account. Is that what you're saying?
Leah,
No.
we'll deal with that on directly, okay? We'll get with Carolyn and deal with her getting into her back office account directly.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to get started. I'm on the smarterthanmoney.com site. I don't know if you can actually see up here. I'm on smarterthanmoney.com. And if you don't already have a smarterthanmoney.com account, you just want to go to this avatar, click on it, and I'm going to go ahead and sign out just so you can see how easy it is to sign in or to create an account. You just click on your avatar here, click on create an account, and then you'll just put in your first name, last name, and email. You don't need to put in your phone number. And then you just click on create account. Once you click on create an account, you'll receive an email in your email box from whatever email you put in, and you'll just need to confirm that you want to have an account on Smarter Than Money. Then when you come back, you can just go ahead and sign in, which is what I'm doing right now. And here on the smarterthanmoney.com site, there are a number of different tabs across the top: about us, our mission statement, how it works, the strategic partnership meeting, the join tab, the new member orientation, and the co-op login. So what we cover in this particular smarterthanmoney.com new member orientation is just kind of a basic overview of all of these tabs. And I just really want to encourage all of you new people to become very well oriented with this, because when you refer someone to watch a video, they may start looking around. And when they look around, they may have questions. And so it's good to know what's available here and how you can even answer their questions by directing them to specific videos here on the smarterthanmoney.com site. So I'm just clicking on new member orientation here because that's where we are. Again, I started to go over some of the important information back here, such as the weekly team schedule, which is at the very top. There are specific instructions that tell you to download and follow the new member orientation package. In that package, which I'm going to bring up here, this is what you'll see. So in the smarterthanmoney.com new member orientation package, it goes over our purpose. And, knowing that today is day one of your 28-day subscription. So keep in mind that you want to be aware of this scheduling, because you have 28 days to get 3 people. But we really encourage you to try and get that done within the next 24 to 48 hours, because the more quickly you do that, the the better it is for your new members to see and do and follow what you're doing. So just keep in mind, I'm a leader. They're going to do what I do. It goes over the purpose of the Fast Start here. The benefit of the Fast Start, why it's important to ask foundational questions. The purpose of duplication, why we want to duplicate. The key components of duplication. The power of it, how it's working as a cooperative, that we're dividing our efforts while multiplying our results worldwide. It shows you right here within the package how we're, you're able to make $13,000 residually within your first 8 weeks just by following this plan. Here on the 6th slide of 10 slides, it shows you how to get your V card. The virtual business card is really, really important because it's very helpful for your marketing efforts. I'll show you my V card here in just a moment so you can see what the benefit is. So if you don't have a V card, it's very easy. It's just a $20 one-time fee. You want to contact Terry Malone at this number, 419-514-4128. Or use your WhatsApp if you're on WhatsApp to schedule it right away. This is what Oliver Barheit's particular V card looks like. You can see that it gives your registration key, and then it sends you straight over to the webinar. So this is very beneficial to give someone your V card, and then they can, when you talk about what I do, I'm part of a cooperative that's building a global bank, then you can show people your V card and get them to go there. Here's another way to invite your friends. You always want to speak with excitement and confidence and expect people to say yes. Because why? If they say no, who loses? Not you. They do, because they're missing out on this amazing opportunity. And then how to properly invite your friends. These are 3 questions I've already gone over, but if you're knowing that these are concerns that your friends have, it's very beneficial to ask them these questions because it helps them to understand that we have a solution. If I could show you a way to eliminate that monthly expense within the next 7 weeks, would you be open to hopping on a Zoom with me? And then you can simply show them the strategic partnership meeting, or you can invite them to an overview. I encourage you to say less and show more. We all get tangled up in our words, especially when we're new. So just, start out by inviting them to an overview. If they're wondering what it's about, here it is. It's a private cooperative that is owned by its members. They provide members with a smart wallet and a predictable game plan to eliminate monthly bills, get out of debt, or even generate investment capital. So just the answer covers a number of different, ways that people might be interested. Not everybody's got a problem, but other people are looking for investments. So again, you're going to want to download this package. I know I'm going over it very quickly, but the point of the matter is we are all business owners and we are wanting to know how to do this. Some of us have been around for a while. And so I'm wanting to let this just be your first pass. But the next time you go to smarterthanmoney.com, download this package so that you can review it, especially the highlighted areas. This is exactly how you go about succeeding with this. So it says right here, download this PDF, email it to your new members, open a crypto exchange. This is something, if you don't have a crypto exchange, you're going to want to know how to do this. You don't have to do it right away unless you're ready to get other people started. What we've learned is, especially for those people who know nothing about crypto exchanges, that sort of thing, it's really beneficial to have those tokens available for them, send them over, and then they can learn while they earn. So this just kind of breaks down what SMART goals are. And like I said, some of you weren't here when I started earlier, but I started with a different, sorry, Go back here again. I started with a different package, and that's this one here, which is the STM New Member Orientation Slides. So I encourage you to download both of these, the New Member Orientation Package and the New Member Orientation Slides. These provide specific and very direct things that you need to do to get moving, get started, and get actualizing and activating and seeing results immediately. So I know I've kind of covered a lot, I'm kind of jumping around because I'm covering both the new and old people here. So please tell me what questions you might have, since I kind of jumped around, and I hope I wasn't too confusing. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Kia. Good morning, Leah. Do you have any
I have a quick
questions?
question.
Yes, please go ahead, Rick.
How you doing, Salena?
I'm doing well.
I
Nice to see you
noticed,
again.
same here, same here. And great presentation. Thank you for hosting.
No problem.
I'm here. I wanted to ask, well, I did ask Greg, and he told me that it was in that site that you're going over right now, but you see the shirt that everybody's buying with the Smarter Than Money?
This shirt?
Is it that one? Let me see. Yes, yes, yes. It's amazing. The thing is that I was asking him, how do you determine the dimensions, right? Like, let's say for the QR code itself and things like that nature. He said that is on that page. Is it on that page? And where can I find it?
Beverly, do you have an answer to that question?
You know what, from evaluated experience, Rick, you want to get the QR code. Mine is, when I first got them, I got them pretty large, and I noticed after I washed them several times, it didn't work. So you want to make sure my QR code now on the new shirts that I have are 5x5.
Mm.
And that works a lot better now, like even
Yeah,
after washing, I didn't even think about
yeah,
that.
I've washed that several times and it hasn't done anything. It hasn't damaged it or anything.
But also what I
So
learned
you
is
definitely
wash
want to
it
turn
and hang it
inside
to
out.
dry. Don't
hang it to
dry
dry.
it. Just hang it to
But
dry.
and then wash it inside out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you, ladies.
No
Sure.
problem.
Also, when Terry sends you, emails you the your QR code and the Smarter Than Money in the email. Rick, have you gotten a V card? Have you gotten your V card?
No, I have not gotten the V card. No.
Okay, get your V card done, babe. You know, for one, it's a great, like Salena said, it's a great tool for marketing. You'll be included in the scroll on the website, so your guests and people who are connected to you could see you there as part of the community. But when he sends you that email with your QR code and the Smarter Than Money logo, my vendor just simply downloaded it from my email and put it on the shirt, and it came out, like Bev says, the right exact size.
Gotcha.
You know, it automatically was in the right size.
And you used what's the company that you ladies use for that?
Where are you, Rick?
I'm in New York.
Okay. You're probably going to want to find a different vendor because we're using a vendor out of Arizona. But I think, who was saying earlier that they had a vendor out of the East Coast? Was that you, Bridget? Or
Well, Vistaprint is typically where we're referring people if you want a general company, but Vistaprint is expensive. So all of us are finding local vendors.
yeah.
So I just went to, I actually went to the mall, and there's somebody that has a kiosk that does them.
You know
So
what?
look around
Thank
in
you
your
for that.
town and just
Yeah, I see
find
that.
a lot of people do t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's another great
Yeah,
way to
yeah.
approach another contact, you know.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you
The
look at it from
t-shirt, the
that
t-shirt is
perspective.
definitely strategic in a way because it's an icebreaker, you know, and I
Exactly.
I seen it on you ladies, and I saw Greg wearing it. I'm like, man, that's smooth, man. That's like they're gonna ask you, you know, it's gonna build curiosity. You know, I was thinking about even putting it on the back because if somebody's behind me, they're not gonna ask me. They'll probably just scan it, you know, little things of that nature, just to get
Yep.
more leads and more people
Bev
interested.
we
has some
put
on
our
her back, I think.
Yep, I have mine on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies. I'll let you guys keep going on, and I'm here at work, so I'm just, you know, I'm a fly on the wall. You girls
Gotcha.
doing.
So glad to
I
see you,
appreciate
Rick. I'm
that.
glad you're back.
Good,
I
good to
appreciate
see
it.
you.
Thank you so much, Alina. Thank you,
Sure.
ladies.
So I forgot to show you guys mine. I'm just going to go ahead and show you my V card here real quick. So this is my V card, mine and my husband's. And, you can see it's really cool because it has, the view webinar here and the contact information. So, when someone clicks view webinar, it takes them right to the smarterthanmoney.com site, and they can go to, how it works, or they can scroll down to see everybody else's V cards. They can learn about us. It's everything that you could possibly want to help or share with somebody. And you can even direct them, hey, go to the strategic partnership meeting location so that you can watch that webinar. And this one's 38 minutes, or you can direct them to how it works. And this particular one only shows, and the first video is only 11 minutes. So, you really want to kind of learn about the site, learn about, your people. What are they going to talk about, saying, oh, it's too long, or that I didn't get enough. And so the more that you know about this plethora of resources on the site, the better you can share with others exactly how it works. This one's only 3 minutes, but shows exactly how it's a choice and not a chance. And sometimes that's all anybody needs to see, so do take the time to go to the smarterthanmoney.com site, learn what's back here, become really well oriented. For me personally, the mission statement is huge. It tells me exactly what we're all about. And the reason why it hits me so hard is because it brings tears to my eyes. It's, what I've been looking for, it's exactly what I've been wanting to find. And so, sorry, I'm getting emotional, but anyway, do take the time to orient yourself with everything that's back there and become aware of how this is such an incredible experience. I don't know if you guys know this, but Smarter Than Money is a private group within Co-op Business, but we're the largest private group of all the groups and the most successful one. And so you've picked the right place, you picked the right time, you're with the right people. We're here to help you. We want to help you succeed. So please feel free to ask any questions. Make sure that anybody that you bring in comes to one of these member orientations, and let's talk about any challenges that you might be having. Does anybody have questions or concerns? Hi, Betsy, go ahead.
Hey. Hi, good morning. So yeah, I'm brand new. I'm not even in yet, but I have a good sponsor, Wendy. She's on the
Awesome.
call.
Congratulations.
Mhm.
You're
So
right. Wendy is a good sponsor.
Yep, she kept after me, and I finally said, okay, I've got to look. Okay, so 2 things. One is the V card then a physical card? We have them printed, we hand them out?
No, it's called a V card because it's a virtual card. But,
Okay.
I love your question because I've actually, walked up to people and said, hey, just take a picture. And they're like, I don't have a smartphone.
Right. Right.
So it's good to get it printed out as well so that you can you can do both. And I'm actually in the process of doing that.
Okay, so I
That's
have
what
a
Beverly was
Vistaprint.
teaching me
I
that.
have a Vistaprint tip.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
If you call Vistaprint, create an account if you don't have one, but call them and ask for help. Help for anything. Make up something you need for help. Even if you don't think you need any help, just say, oh, I don't know about this. And is it sized right? Or is it colored right? Or what do you think? Give me your opinion. They're just sitting there waiting for something to do, right? When you do that, then you say, do you have a coupon for me today? And usually you'll get at least 20%, sometimes 30.
Wow.
So save some money there. But I love Vistaprint. I've
I
had
love that. Thank you.
everything imaginable. You got side things like you could put something on the side of your car with Vistaprint. Very reasonable price. You could put your QR code there. When you're parked, somebody could scan your QR code. So
Wow. That's not a bad idea.
they're
Thank
very
you,
nice.
Betsy.
So
Wow.
I have some that are something defunct, unfortunately, but I had the experience at least of ordering them and liking them and using them for a while. But I would definitely probably do that too. But yeah, I know nothing yet. I'm just like, I watched the one webinar a couple nights ago with I think his last name is Ford.
Douglas, I think I
Douglas.
saw you there. Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I watched, and my husband was like, hey, yeah, we still got $100 to our name. We better, let's get in this. So, yeah, so we'll be digging in, learning.
Wonderful. And just
Welcome.
please write down any questions that you have while you're, doing all that. There is an 8 o'clock Eastern presentation again later today. And, we're here to answer questions and we just love helping each other. So please feel free to come back with your questions anytime.
Definitely will spend some time on the website, like you said.
Wonderful. Hey, David, how can I help you?
Yes, I mentioned on the same line, Vistaprint. I have a business account with Vistaprint.
I
And
can't
I was on-
understand what you're saying, David.
Okay, can you hear me now? Is that
That's
better?
better. Yes, that's better.
Okay, all right. I have a business account with Vistaprint, and you can even get it for a discount when you have a business account with them.
Wonderful.
You can get as much as 40%.
Wow.
So if it's only $75, I think it's between $70 or $75 a year renewal. But if you establish a business account, you will always get the deep counts. And I think the deepest you can get right now is 40%.
Awesome.
Just ask them for your business to establish a business account. It's about 70. I paid 70, I think, last year. For a while, but I think it was when I renewed, I think it was $20 or $75.
Awesome.
And they do
Thanks for
everything.
that tip.
Not a problem.
Okay, any other questions?
Salena, I don't have a question, but I did want to just some experiences I'm having lately with purchasing tokens with some of the vendors, and excellent training, Salena, excellent training. Thank you.
Thank you.
So MoonPay, anybody who knows me, MoonPay has been my go-to. So I purchase tokens not only for myself, but a lot of people. And so I've used them a lot. And because of that, evidently, there's a threshold of usage with MoonPay. One of the members was saying that if you can only purchase so much, I guess, over time, and then they want to make sure it's like a security check. They want to make sure you're not doing something illegal or whatever. I don't know what the case may be. But anyway, so they locked me out because I've used it so much. So I'm looking around for another place to purchase tokens. So I've been able to do Xcoins. Xcoins I have been able to get through using them, but they do some extra steps with Xcoins. So I just want to warn you that if you use that vendor, you are going to make sure you verify and go through all the extra steps. I'm going back to Coinbase because I watched a member use Coinbase and it was just so seamless and so easy. I said, okay, let me go back to Coinbase. I hadn't been using them. And Greg always had promoted Coinbase because of who they're backed by. They're pretty solid. So, and just a tip with Coinbase, if you connect them with your PayPal account, then you can purchase your tokens much faster. The transaction will go right through as if you add PayPal as a payment method versus if you use your bank, it's going to take you 3 days to get your tokens. Okay, so I wanted to give you a heads up on that. The lady who purchased them that I saw purchase them, she used her Apple Pay. So, anything other than your bank directly will allow you to get them faster. But the key is to get someone. Make sure you have a vendor that you can purchase tokens through. You don't have to necessarily do it at the time of purchasing when you're getting activated for the first time. I would suggest any leaders who's working with getting their persons activated to assist them if they're not verified with a exchange. If they're not verified with an exchange, then it will behoove you to help them by purchasing the tokens for them, have them send you the money, and then you purchase the tokens for them to get them activated in the system, because you don't want them to spend that long time trying to get verified and all that, and then the bank might decline it and so on and so forth. And even mentioning that, make sure you check with your bank that you can actually, they will allow you to purchase crypto even before you try the transaction.
Mhm.
That way, it'll keep your frustration down for you to go through this whole process, and then it's declined or the transaction has failed because the bank didn't know you were purchasing crypto, or they don't allow it. Okay, so make sure you call them first, say I'm purchasing this, so that it will be approved ahead of time, and then go through the process. So you can spend a different time to actually get verified, guys, rather than the first time when you're getting activated. So that's just a tip, just from evaluated experience and helping people getting going. But you want to get them up and running, sooner than later, and then go back and spend another session helping them get verified and educating them and orienting them and all that good stuff. Okay. But since I was devastated with MoonPay because it was so easy to use. And so when they deny me, I'm like, oh my goodness. So now I got to find another vendor with easy access. And there's a few new listings in the back office that has been added in the co-op back office that I got to try MetaMask. I don't, so I'm looking, but make sure you get something and have so that it could be seamless for you. Yes, David?
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask you about that. Has anybody tried? I have a MetaMask account. I did have to have assistance to have it set up and everything. I already have money in it, but it hasn't been activated yet. I came through MetaMask to a different group, another crypto group, and they opened up the MetaMask account for us. And I got money in there, and I'm just waiting for them to activate it so I can start using it. So I was gonna ask if anybody has used it, if anybody has used it. I know David had added on, I think, last week, I think when we had our meeting, he mentioned it, that they added on MetaMask. And I was wondering if anybody started using it yet.
Now I'm gonna work on it today because I gotta find another vendor. So I haven't, it's been added to the back office. So I plan to work on that today.
I have a
Okay.
MetaMask account, David. I've used my MetaMask account.
Have you had any problems with using it?
The only problem I had is when I hadn't used it for a couple of years and I had to go back and remember all my passwords and everything and dig that up again, but that's not on them, that's on me.
Okay, well, so far as buying,
Got to make sure that you write all that stuff down and keep it somewhere that you know where it is and you don't have to go digging through tons of paperwork to figure it out.
Okay, besides, have you had a chance to purchase, use your account to purchase tokens with it yet?
Well, you can only, on MetaMask, it's all about Ethereum. There's no other token. There's nothing else you can purchase on MetaMask than Ethereum. So
Okay.
as long as you're not trying to
That's not true.
purchase Bitcoin, you're okay.
Okay.
MetaMask, you can buy USDT. You can switch to the Binance Smart Chain. I'm sorry, you can switch to BNB
Oh, okay.
network. Yeah, just
Oh,
change
cool.
networks. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, cool. Thank you for
I was wondering why are they using the Ethereum? The fees are so much higher than BNB. Why are they doing it that way? Why are they doing that?
Do you know that?
Betsy, since you brought up BNB, we did have Wendy actually joined with BNB or attempted to join with BNB, and what we learned is that there's another step in there, but you might already know
Hold on,
that.
sorry. Hold on. You got a call coming in. Go ahead now.
No, I was just saying that Wendy actually came in on BNB, and we discovered that there's another step in there when you use BNB that a number pops up that you have to utilize also in that transaction. I see she popped on her camera, so she might even want to comment on it. Hey, Wendy.
Yes, you do need to put a memo number that you are given in your invoice. But we're talking two different things here. Betsy is talking about a network of Binance, the BEP network, which costs pennies to transfer tokens versus the Ethereum network, which is the pricier network to use. She's just wondering about that.
Well, now you said you can actually, don't we have to use the Ethereum network since we're on the Ethereum network on blockchain? Can you actually transfer and use a different network? Or is it just purchasing the BNB tokens that will automatically switch it over? You guys know?
Co-op business has a third partner, which is Changely.
Mhm.
Right.
And I learned that from trying to find
Mm-hmm.
$400 that I said.
Right.
So that says to me that why we have so many to choose from is they're swapping them in that step with Changely and then paying for our invoice. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I think is happening based on what I learned from trying to find where that money went.
Okay.
And
Did you get it back, Wendy?
I did. It was stuck in the Changely system, not my Exodus wallet and not my co-op business.
Right.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It took a while, but I got it.
Good for you. I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you. Me too.
Thanks for that info.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Beverly.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Salena, so much for preparing for this, because this is a change, and being specific and flowing through this to make it seamless for people to understand. Appreciate that. Also, I just wanted to share one tip, and for the new people that are on here. I watch local news to get tips on people to contact. You know, you have organizations and businesses that are closing because of lack of employees or lack of revenue or lack of having people to come in. So I do that. And also your local newspaper, check the local newspaper for different stories, because people are always wanting to share and they're looking for money, especially these nonprofits. And another thing too, I just happened to be on Facebook yesterday and Gigi was on. Gigi, do you want to share what you did? She did a live. Are you still there?
We're calling you out, Gigi.
Gigi, sorry about that. Are you still there? Okay. I don't know if she's still there or not, but what she did was she did a live and she targeted a certain group, and it was teachers, educators. And some of the things that teachers go through, people just don't know. I'm a retired teacher, so I used a lot of my money to buy school supplies for kids, because if you want your classroom to run smoothly, then you want to start at the beginning of the year, and all the time the district is not able to get the supplies to you at the beginning of the year, and you get it streaming in slowly. So what you want to do is make sure the teachers, we want to make sure that the kids had what they needed at the beginning of the year. So we spend our own money. And also teachers don't make a lot of money. If you know anything about teacher salaries, you can look it up on your state website. My colleagues, if they weren't married, they had 2 or 3 jobs to supplement their income because the pay is so low. So I thought that was nice for her to target teachers for that, to give them another choice, give them another opportunity to have money so that they don't have to spend all their time away from home and have time to spend with their family. So those are just a couple of things to think about.
Thanks for that tip, Beverly. Those
Sure.
are awesome. I'd also noticed, this is another tip that a few people were asking during the masterclass, as well as last week's new member orientation, about approaching pastors in particular. And we had recently, a group of us had recently received a training from a gentleman by the name of Max Steingart about, approaching different people. And so what we learned in that approach is, well, at least what I learned, I can only speak for myself, is that we tend to overcomplicate in our minds. Oh my God, how am I going to talk to this person? And it's really quite simple, just by starting out with questions like, how'd you get started as a pastor? And how is your church doing with inflation right now? And how are you raising funds? And, just these questions that you walk in with can help start a conversation about different ways that we can assist them in being successful and meeting their goals. And so, what we are is all about solutions. And what we do is we create a global bank that's decentralized on the blockchain. And so there's so many ways that we can, help others. And so just becoming relevant and knowing how that conversation works can really, really be beneficial. I've also been listening to a book, finding your red thread. And that's really, really helpful just in opening up your mind to different ways of looking at things. And, you know, when you know certain people and you know what their problem is, but you're not exactly sure about how to approach them, you know, just reading books that open your mindset and help you see things differently is really a great way to do that. Do any of the other coaches have any other suggestions they want to share?
One other thing too, Pat, you guys know Pat is normally on the calls, and she didn't come this morning. She called and said that she was headed to her bank to make a deposit, and the banks are closed.
She's here, Beth.
They're not letting anybody in. Is she? Did she make it in?
Yeah, she's just in line at the bank. That's why she's not on camera.
Oh,
Okay, so she did make
Well,
it
I
into the bank.
can talk some, ladies. I can
Yay.
talk.
Okay,
Hey,
good.
Pat.
Yes, what happened yesterday is I went to the bank to make a deposit and their systems were down. So they told me that they had new systems in place, but when they went to open it up, it wouldn't respond.
Wow.
So they closed the bank yesterday.
Wow. Which bank
You
is
know,
this,
but-
Pat?
Wells Fargo.
Oh my God.
My bank.
Mine too.
Mine too. I went
You mean
yesterday to
they
make a
just
deposit
closed for the
too.
day? They just closed for the
sorry?
day? They just
Oh,
closed?
no. They just closed. They weren't, you couldn't do anything. So it was closed to us. It was open, but it was closed to the customers.
Right.
You know?
That make sense.
You could do things on the ATM. I don't understand that, but they said their systems were down. But anyway, I went this morning is on again. So that just shows you things are happening.
They were up all night fixing that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yes. But that's you did a wonderful job, Salena.
Oh, thank you, Pat.
Thank
you, sister. I love you.
Love you too, hon.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to deposit cash in Wells Fargo yesterday, and at the ATM, they wouldn't take all my bills. Only some of the bills. So strange. Anyway, is there anything else I can do to assist anybody? Any questions you might have? Any concerns that come to mind?
Can I just throw out there as far as tips? You
Yeah.
guys, make sure that you have a paid Zoom account. You know, sometimes people try to use a free one, and when you have a free account, you time out. You know, you don't want to be in the middle of a strategic partnership meeting and things like that, and you know, and it closes out. So you want to make sure your bank is allows you to buy crypto. You definitely want to do that ahead of time. You definitely want to work on getting verified with your crypto exchanges. Some crypto exchange, the one that you're going to primarily use to withdraw your money from the co-op wallet into, that's connected to your bank account. You know, so you want to get something set up so that when the time comes, you're ready to go. I'm trying to think of that list that Pat had given us. What else, Bev? What else is there?
Google Authenticator.
Get your Google authentication done right away. You cannot move your money around unless you're authenticated in your co-op back office. Okay. And that authentication that's what is your security. It's connected to your phone only. And nobody knows it's there other than you, who you tell rather. So yeah, do that immediately. If you click on anything like member to member or any transaction where you have to manipulate your money, you have a QR code, it's going to pop up, you know, it's going to say verify, it's going to pop up. If you have or Android, it's very simple. Just take your camera, capture it with your camera, it'll send you to a link, and then it'll click on there, then you click on another link that says okay, and you're connected. That's unique to your phone only. iPhones are a little more complicated, we found. So if you have an iPhone, then you might have to, if you don't know how to get something authenticated with the iPhone, then we've had to go through customer service to do the next steps, whatever those steps are. So, you know, you could do that. If you use an iPad, you guys, a lot of people use iPads for Zooms and things like that. Make sure you know how to use your iPad with your Zoom because it's different than a laptop or desktop. Okay. And I've had to have my granddaughter to come down and help me because I don't use iPads to help me with help people on an iPad trying to, maneuver, find their tokens going from the Zoom to a browser and all this stuff. So guys, try to do because, and the reason why that's important is because it's a frustration level in getting started. And because you're running into these roadblocks and it's just technical stuff that has nothing to do with co-op, but it does take time and you can get frustrated. It's like, oh, why bother? This is just too much trouble or whatever. So, that those kinds of things help you to keep that down and help you with getting your folks into the system. Anything else, guys?
No, what a
Maybe a
blessing Nami
recommendation
is.
for when people are doing their strategic partnership meeting is to partner up with somebody so that they can gatekeep for you. So you're not distracted, because what I found, because I use my iPad, and what I found, if you try and let someone in from your device, then it shuts the video off.
Oh
You'll
my
have
goodness.
to restart it. Yeah, you can't pause it.
Bev gatekeep for me last night on a SVM that we did for a new member. And so, I really appreciate it. It's very appreciated because if you can't
So
do it for
distracting.
yourself and people their mic might come on and there's noise and everything, and you can't stop to maneuver. So having that's really, really good. Have somebody there that's working with you, if all possible, to gatekeep for you. And you have to set that up on your Zoom. You have to go into a special setting to set that up because I didn't have co-hosts set up, and one of Wendy's members shared that with me, how to do it. The good thing is you don't have to be real tech savvy to make money with this, thank God. But that's what the community, that's what a cooperative is all about.
That's right.
Community is all about. You learn something, and I don't care how long you've been a part of this, you always learn something new from each
Another
other.
thing too, when you invite guests, I always ask them, I'm going to invite you to this private meeting, but I have a request that you stay to the end, because you're going to hear some things that you've heard before, but this is not that. There's nothing like this.
Right.
So I need you to stay to the end, because a lot of the meat comes at the end when people start asking questions that some people are afraid to ask. And so you can get your questions answered without even asking. And so it's important that you get that information at the end and not drop. And if they say that they can't, well, when you find some time that you have at least an hour, then let me know, because I don't want you to come in and get bits and pieces and not get the full understanding of what this project really is.
Awesome. Anything else, anybody?
No, great tips, ladies. Thank you so much. And thank you to Betsy for coming in new and giving us a tip right off the bat. I mean, this is really,
I know, right?
yeah.
I have another one too just now. Wendy was just asking me about Zoom. I did have a free one. I had a problem with a paid one, so I dropped it. But just yesterday, I used Messenger and screen shared, no problem, using Messenger. There's no time limit. So, you don't have a bunch of people on it, but if you're just one-on-one, I think I would use Messenger. And of course, WhatsApp, I use WhatsApp all the time, nationally. And I can't even think about
that makes sense, Betsy, too.
We have to learn that.
I can't even think about screen sharing. I don't even know about screen sharing on WhatsApp. I've never really needed to do that, but you can face to face, on that.
Also, here's another one. I found that there were people asking me the same question over and over again. So I just did a quick Loom. I just did a quick Loom video. It's like a 4-minute video where I just show people how to log in and, get
What
into
is
their
Loom?
Loom is a recording. It's a recording software that you can do. It's free.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah, you can just do a quick little video showing people, how to do something, and then you don't have to keep repeating yourself. You can send out the video over and over again.
How do you download it, Salena?
You can download it. It's not actually a downloadable thing. It's an add-on in your Google Chrome. Just go into Google Chrome and type in Loom recordings, and then you'll be able to download it and use it anytime. It's a free software.
So it's an extension.
Yes, extension. Yes, exactly.
I'm glad you said that too, because another thing too, and I found that we come to new member orientation and people are asking questions that are on the Smarter Than Money hub.
Right.
There's a video there for everything. I encourage everybody to go into smarterthanmoney.com and create an account, and you'll have access to all of that information.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Good job, Salena.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Well, please make sure to invite anybody that may need this information, or if you come up with more questions, please attend tonight's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern new member orientation, and make sure that you invite anybody that wants to attend that's a member.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Have a great day.
Thanks,
Thank you.
too.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thanks, Selena.
Thanks,
Love you.
Selena.
Bye.
Thanks, Selena.
Good day,
Great
everybody.
job.
Good
Thank
day,
you.
Good
Thanks,
day.
Anthony.
everyone.
Bye now.
Good night.